Step 1, we mix this and this together. Step 2, we mix these and this together and add a drop of this. I came across an impasto medium recipe that probably was used around Rembrandt time. He used something that allowed him to do this nicely impasto effects. This guy here. Let's recreate this medium and do some samples. First, we separate the egg yolk. That's unexpected. You do a bit of this. If you get very nerdy, you try to not to get this film that is on top of it. It's not too bad if it will be there. So I managed to do it without. Great, good stuff. We mix these two together. Egg yolk and vinegar. Or 1 part egg yolk to an equal part or almost equal part vinegar. It got to this nicely smooth emulsion. And now we mix slowly the linseed oil in, only a few parts at a time until it's completely in. So I need to watch out that it does not break. Yeah, it's getting close to what I need. So I add now 3 drops of lavender. It has now this nice character to it, jelly style. Can give it a bit more and that's it. I might break it. I think I broke it. Yeah, I broke it. Well, before I proceed with a second attempt on creating this medium, let me share some thoughts and research I found on this topic. Why could this be the medium? Well, egg tempera was the precursor. Then artists shifted to oil since it allowed more flexibility while painting. A century after oil painting's invention, the 16th century writer Armenini called it the perfect medium for artistic expression. Artists, of course, were trained in egg tempera still. Hence, they knew the preparation methods and recipes. And there is evidence that they used both oil paint and tempera in the same painting. As research in a National Gallery bulletin shows, egg tempera was typically used for lighter areas and base layers, while oil paint was reserved for darker, richer areas, certain pigments, and the glazes on top. In Raphael's Pope Julius II, which he created, or if we speak in terms of that time, invented back in early 16th century, he uses egg tempera in order to create an impasto effect in some highlight areas, like here in the upper part of the chair. The mixing of two techniques is for me a strong indicator that there was experimenting going on, while the industry was shifting from tempera to oil. In this Botticelli, for example, tempera grassa is most likely used among oil. Tempera grassa, which is made of 1 egg part, 1 oil part and 2 water parts, comes very close to the recipe of this medium. From there, it's only a matter of curiosity, which lots of painters had, until someone swaps or skips one of the ingredients in the tempera recipe with oil and voila, you have this medium. In fact, I think this medium could be a variety of tempera grassa. Now let's get back to the recipe tutorial. Let's try again. And we mix this with vinegar. Now we have this emulsion. This time I added the oil in 5 stages. It's not immediately losing its shape. It could be a bit more firm, but now I have it like this. 3 drops. Here you see it holds its shape. That's enough, otherwise I break it. Now let's put this in this syringe. That's the best way to store it. It will hold for about 3 to 4 months, regular studio space, but if you're in a warmer zone, maybe it's a month only. This is my medium. Okay, let's test the medium. I have here a background with the medium, then a background with just linseed oil that is sun-thickened, and then a background that is with stand linseed oil. Great effects. Yeah, well, that's it. You see? Good stuff, huh? Now let me go through and show you. It separates here on stand oil, you see? It separates completely, so you don't paint immediately on stand oil, you need to wait until it dries, but it takes quite a while. Depends on the pigment, of course. But with black, man, more than a week. Lamp black at least. When you go with sun-thickened linseed oil glazings on top, which would be after this layer is done, right, the dead color, you dilute and you put on more transparent color on top, meaning you have more glazes, scumbles. So the color itself contains far more oil than this first layer with the medium, meaning that you remain within the rule of fat over lean. This is approximately half a year now, like 6 months old. It dries about in about 2 days, depending on the pigment, of course, you mix in. Well, that's it. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe and see you in the next one.